The remainder theorem, pre-calc. Is x minus 4 a factor of x squared minus 3x minus 4? If not, what is the remainder? So the past couple days, we've been practicing polynomial long division. But every one of those examples were designed so that they were factors and your remainder was a 0. The remainder theorem basically is that if your remainder is a 0, so let me write this down. If your remainder equals 0, then it is a factor, which we know translates to a root. So if I do this divided by this, which is what I'm going to do here, if I do x squared minus 3x minus 4 divided by x minus 4, and I end up with a remainder of 0, like we've had, then the answer is yes, x minus 4 is a factor, which means that x equals 4 is a root. But if I do this process and I end up with anything besides 0, like 5, 12, 13, then that means the answer is no. And that remainder is what we're talking about here. So let's do this problem here. So we start off with doing x squared divided by x, and the quotient there is x. So we divide, we distribute. X times x minus 4 is x squared minus 4x. Divide, distribute, change signs down here. So divide, distribute, change, combine. Divide, distribute, change, combine. Combining eliminates here. Minus 3x plus 4x is 1x, and a minus 4. So divide, distribute, change, combine, repeat. So now I'm just, what's x divided by x, and I think you could probably see what's happening here, but x divided by x is 1. 1 times x minus 4 is x minus 4. Divide, distribute, change, combine, 0, check, yes is the answer. X minus 4 is a factor of x squared minus 3x minus 4. Let's try another. Is x equals 1/2 a root of this trinomial? If not, what is the remainder? Now, first of all, when we do long division, we don't do roots, we use factors. So what is the factor of 1/2? X equals 1/2. First, I cross multiply to get 2x equals 1, and then I set it equal to 0, making it 2x minus 1 equals 0. So that means the factor for the root 1/2 is 2x minus 1. All right, so let's do the division and see if it works. So 2x minus 1 is the divisor. The dividend, 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. And let's determine the quotient and remainder. So 2x squared divided by 2x is simply x. There's your division. Distribute. 2x squared, so x times 2x, 2x squared minus x. We divided, we distributed. Now we change signs of the bottom row, and we combine. Eliminates, which is a must. Negative 2x, bring down, plus 5. Repeat. So we divide, distribute, change, combine, repeat. Negative 2x divided by 2x is negative 1. Distribute negative 1 to get negative 2x plus 1. Change is changing signs here. Combine leaves me with a 4. Nothing left to bring down. Not a 0. The answer is no. Remainder equals 4. That means that 1/2 is not a root of this polynomial. So essentially, we're just going to practice again our long division, but this time we don't have the comfort of knowing it has to be a 0 in the end. So it's possible to get a number at the end, which means that the answer is no. And just also be careful that I could give you a factor and just do that, or I could give it to you as a root where you got to first convert it to a factor and then do the whole division process. And so sometimes the answer is going to be yes, and that's when we have a remainder of 0. Sometimes the answer is going to be no, and I'm going to want to know what that remainder is. The remainder is 4. The quotient is x minus 1, but the remainder is 4, and really this is what tells us that the answer is no.